When it comes to your morning routine, it can either help set you up for success each day, or it can be a stumbling block that you have to deal with each workday. And so I want to give you some ideas to help you ease back into that morning routine as you are getting ready for back to school. So I'm going to give you 3 tips, and hopefully, these will give you some ideas for you to start making some changes now that will also continue during the school year. I'm Suzanne Brown. I'm a strategic marketing and business consultant. I am also a work life balance speaker, consultant, and 2-time author of the award winning Mom Empowerment books. So, my first tip that I want you to think about as a working mom or dad is, what do your kids need from you? Now, I will also say these are not tips in order of importance or how, one doesn't have to go before the other. But I think it's really important for you to think about, what do your kids need from you? Do they need a little bit of motivation? Do they need a moment of connection? Do they need you to really help them stay focused? What is it that your kids need from you? Because knowing that is going to make your morning routine a little bit easier to manage, right? If you know that your kids need you to help them stay focused, that can help you understand what are some of the things that you need to be working on in order to stay focused for yourself and stay focused and help your kids stay focused, right? So actually do some soul searching, not on what you wish your kids needed from you, but what do your kids actually need from you? Because this absolutely can make a difference to working moms and dads. The second thing that I want you to think about is, what is the flow that works for you? And when I say flow, I've talked about systems and think about this as kind of the first system of your day, right? It's things like, do you need to get up and get dressed and then go start getting things ready? Do you want to get ready as your final step in your system of your morning routine? What works for you? For some people, it's literally get up, get your teeth brushed, put on your makeup as a mom, get dressed, right? Like, that might be the thing that you need to do. It might be that that there are going to be kids that have sticky fingers and they can make a mess, or you're feeding a child who's still kind of throwing food everywhere and you don't want to have to get dressed before that whole process is over. Like, you want to be able to know those things. Maybe you don't have to get dressed until the very last piece because your kids hop on a bus and you can literally see the bus outside of your door, right? Like, there are so many different ways, but understand the flow that works for you. Do you literally need to get up and just do a few stretches to just get the blood flowing so that you can make that happen? Do you really need to have your coffee already brewed when you walk in? Then it's really helpful for you to get a coffee maker that has a timer that you can turn on the night before so that coffee is ready, right? Like, whatever it is, understand what you need the flow of your day to be, because that is going to make everything else easier. If you are fighting the natural flow, you are going to feel that stumbling, right? As you walk through your morning. And you really want to do some soul searching as to what's working, what doesn't work, and make some adjustments, because it might be that you have just kind of through habit, you go through one flow, but you realize, oh no, we need to go through this flow instead. So actually think about what would be helpful for the steps to look like. All right. And then my final one is, it's really helpful for you to step away from electronics. I know that so many people start their day with their phone, and that is how they deal with the world. Really, though, that can kind of shift where your attention goes very quickly. It could be that you automatically turn on the news and all of a sudden you're impacted by what's going on in the world. It could be, and I will remind you, the news isn't always happy information. A lot of times it's those attention grabbing headlines that they put in the morning feed to get your attention. It could be that you start getting distracted by work stuff that really could wait until your workday starts. but you get on your phone because you want to know what to expect from your day, and all of a sudden you're behind, right? Because looking at that one email that you thought would take 2 minutes took 15. So step away from electronics. Don't let that be the start of your day. Or maybe it's that if you really do need to look at your phone and you need to understand that like what is your day, what is coming at you today, then limit the time. Literally put a timer on that says you have 5 minutes and that's it. And so those are my 3 tips to help you get the most out of your morning routine. Ease back into things now, so you start practicing those things now. You start having those conversations now and doing that thinking now, so that by the time that it is back to school, you are already there. You already have a routine. You've already got things kind of mastered for how you want the morning to flow. You've already had that conversation with your kids about what is it that they need from you, or maybe it's for now it's observations, and then in a week you ask about your kids' expectations. So I don't want to give all of this to you so that it's like, okay, you have to do this in the next 15 minutes. Like, the idea is for you to ease back into your morning routine and in time for back to school. So all of these adjustments, it's really helpful if you work on these before the school year starts, so that you have time to make those adjustments and think through things and create those systems. So if there are things that are working for you, I would love to know them. I'm going to put links in the comments to the previous videos from this series, because this is for the month of August. I am talking about back to school, things to help you ease back into your back to school morning routine. So I've got a few. If there are things that you're struggling with, I want to know those too. So thanks so much for checking out this strategy session, and I really appreciate you supporting Mompowerment. I hope it is a great start to your week.